Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TGW Summerslam kickoff show. I am Evil Penguin Gaming here with the guy that walked out on me on Raw. Please, explain to the people why.
I had places to go and people to see.
Places to go and people to see.
It was an emotional night. I think Tempers Flare I thought it was best to, instead of sit and argue over what was a great match. I did see the match from another location. I figured it'd be better to go cool down somewhere. Better for us, better for the audience.
After you dropped that bombshell of Andre on me.
He's been waiting, man. He's been chomping at the bit. I'm told him to be patient. I'll find you the perfect opportunity.
Well,
and I can honestly say the prospect of Goldberg versus Andre the Giant makes me a little excited in the pants. If I do say so myself.
Boy.
Especially after I get the first pick in the draft.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We are here to discuss matches. So, Mr. SmackDown General Manager, you've got the run sheet in front of you. What will our first match be?
Okay, we're going to start off with the Intercontinental title match. Seth Rollins, the current champion, versus Eddie Guerrero in a ladder match. This match has been building up over a good last month or two. As Seth Rollins has continuously defended his belt every week and on every pay-per-view. But he handpicks Eddie Guerrero as the champion, or I'm sorry, the competitor he'd like to go against in SummerSlam. So I personally am so excited. I enjoyed their first match, and I can't believe this thing would be anything else than spectacular.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think this match is going to be phenomenal, and AJ Styles isn't even involved in it.
He's somewhere AJ Styles will wink and give his blessing.
I'm sure he will. Although he will be busy later in the night.
What's your prediction for the... You predict my matches, I'll predict your matches. How does that sound?
I like that idea. With the role that he's been on, it's really tough to bet against Seth Rollins.
That is true, man. He has taken out a large number of competitors, both big and small, of all different styles and walks of life over the last 2 months.
That being said, I mean, it is Eddie Guerrero, and in big matches, Eddie Guerrero has come through many, many, many times.
And you put that ladder match qualifier in there, too, and that's something neither one of these guys are strangers to.
Exactly.
Should be quite the show. I'm excited for that one.
Seth Rollins has experience winning ladder matches when he won Money in the Bank.
It's very true. Very true. All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go Seth on that one.
All right, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Penguin picks Seth. For our second bout, the Raw Women's Championship match. Lita, the current champion, defending against Charlotte, Ruby Riott, and Beth Phoenix.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this match is going to be fantastic. Beth Phoenix came in earlier this month on an absolute tear, attacked Lita at Battleground, where Lita actually got the best of her. Came out, squashed Charlotte, squashed Ruby Riott. However, Charlotte and Ruby Riott had that absolutely phenomenal match at Battleground, and Lita decided that she wanted to challenge the both of them. Who was I to say no?
Indeed.
Yes, I'm the general manager. I could have said no. But I mean, don't you want to see that match?
Oh yeah, Lita's been a delight to watch. Well, you know.
Oh, so who's your pick? Who are you taking?
Well, I hate to mirror your comment so closely, but see, part of me wants to say Lita because just like Seth Rollins, she has just been tearing through, and she's had her belt this whole time, last 4 months, and no one's really. She's been pinned, but not when it counts in the championship defense. So it's hard to bet against her. But when you're looking at the people she's in there with, you got the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, you got Ruby Riott, one of the big up and coming stars. You got Charlotte Flair, who nothing else.
The Queen.
Yeah, nothing else needs to be said. I'm gonna go with Charlotte. Man, she just looks good. She's one of my favorites. In this situation where, Lita isn't facing one competitor, she has to worry about 3 different people, and she doesn't even have to be pinned. I think that gives the advantage to one of these other women right off the bat compared to the singles match, and I think Charlotte, man, I think she's got the size to stand up to Beth Phoenix, and I think that'll give her the edge over Ruby Riott and Lita. So I'm going to go with Charlotte.
You're taking the current queen over the Queen of Extreme.
Yes.
Interesting.
Alrighty. Next, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Ascension, the current champions, versus Harper and Rowan. And what an interesting road we've taken to this point. The Usos dominating the tag team division for so long. Finally dethroned by the Ascension, who made enough noise to where they couldn't be ignored. Literally and figuratively. As we know, me and Victor have not seen eye to eye necessarily, but you can't deny talent. They had their chance, they took it, and ran with it. And when Harper and Rowan made their debut, instead of waiting for those guys to come hunting for them, they ran straight at them. So, love them or hate them, I give them credit, and I'm going to have, I don't know. I don't like Victor too much, but professionally, I have respect for those guys, so it should be a great match. Harper and Rowan are scary.
Harper and Rowan are very scary.
But the Ascension, I don't think the Ascension are going to be as intimidated by them as some others might be. I think the Ascension has such enough chip on their shoulder, and they have quite an edge themselves, where I think that they will. I don't think they're going to cower before. Like I said, they challenged them, so
It's very true. Personally, you know how much I love the Ascension. So, I don't know. The Ascension, I even said it. Why would you go out and put a challenge out to 2 dudes who look like Harper and Rowan?
And you got to consider, too, we haven't even got to see much of what their arsenal is. We've seen 2 matches so far.
Something like that. So,
the Ascension, not only are they going against 2 guys, with their size and their, Harper can move around. Man, for a guy as big as he is, he moves sometimes like a cat. He's like an unsung wrestler. Like when he started with the Wyatt family, I always thought he stuck out next to Bray. Not in the personality department, but in the ability department. So.
Oh, absolutely, without question. Well, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. I want to. My brain says Harper and Rowan are going to win this match, but I'm going to go with my heart on this one, and because I really, really want to see the Ascension keep those titles. I'm going with the Ascension.
Well, man, if they do lose them, I don't think they're going to go without a fight. So, it's going to be a hell of a ride either way.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Alrighty, up next we have the United States Championship submission match current champion Chris Jericho versus Kurt Angle.
Current champion Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho.
Oh crap! Sorry, I got it. You correct my typo.
Just goes to show how much attention you pay to my show. But anyway.
Hey yo.
Oh, this match, the way this match has come about. I mean, my God. Jericho, after winning the title for Christian, went on a good tear. And then Angle. Now, I've had, obviously, the same kind of problems with Kurt Angle that you've had with Victor of the Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle, after losing in what was an absolutely stellar United States, or Universal Championship tournament, came to me in the ring and complained, whined like a little baby, until I put him in that fatal 4-way match for the United States Championship, which he won, and then went on to beat Chris Jericho at Battleground.
Another epic match.
It was a fantastic match. And I mean, obviously, Chris Jericho is entitled to his rematch. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a big fan of Ozzy, no matter what Kurt Angle thinks. But, you know, I think a submission match in this case is absolutely the right way to go, because we will have Kurt Angle's ankle lock against Chris Jericho's Walls of Jericho, or in a dire circumstance, could be the Lion Tamer, which, once again, is a legal move, no matter what Christian says.
You hear that, Christian? We know you're listening.
Captain Crybaby, go,
You hear that, bird?
kiss the Blarney Stone again, buddy. So who you got? Who you taking?
Well, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I gotta say, man, as much as I love Jericho, the fact of the matter is between this program with Kurt Angle, he's also been taking, he didn't make it super far into the tournament, but there for a little while, he had that going too. Not to mention all the things he has going on with his band and whatnot. I just think Kurt Angle's on a tear right now, and I gotta go with Kurt Angle.
Huh.
I think with his ability, and I think he's more in that second gear right now. I think, Chris Jericho, not to say Chris Jericho won't get back to that point at some point. I just think right now, with everything that's been going on, I could see an opportunity for Kurt Angle to really, get aggressive and take this one.
So you're taking Kurt Angle.
Taking Kurt Angle.
What's the punishment going to be? Are we going to have a punishment for incorrect predictions? Nah.
I don't know. You kind of caught me off guard. That was one I was like, I didn't even plan on doing the predictions till we started doing them. So I don't have a plan here. Whoever gets to whoever. Oh my God! Because we can actually do this. Whoever gets the most wrong predictions has to go out on a dress or some kind of crazy outfit on the other person's show.
Really?
Really.
Really. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about that. Next match on the card.
Well, look. I mean, this is before we even talk about it. The prediction is pointless. I mean.
Oh yeah, we can't make a prediction for this match.
I don't think I'm gonna change my mind and go, well, Raw's looking pretty good, and vice versa.
I'm glad you noticed.
God, you'll be happy to know that I put SmackDown first on the graphic too, just because I can.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty much self-explanatory. 8-man draft immunity. This will be a Survivor Series style elimination match. Whoever is left standing at the end will be immune from being drafted from that show. Good thing I like my roster.
And the participants are...
We have for SmackDown, we have Dolph Ziggler, The Big Show, JBL, and Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, dig it! Versus Raw with AJ Styles, Steven Austin, Bray Wyatt,
Steven?
and Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
The Game, the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H.
Terra Rising.
The Blue Blood from Greenwich, Connecticut.
And Husky Harris.
That's so great. And classic. This one should be fun. This one should be a nail biter for both of us. I look forward to these guys putting on a hell of a match.
I look forward to this being a very long match because I think we know that it's going to be.
Yeah, none of these guys are going to go down without a fight.
That's the truth.
I think it goes without saying that what our predictions are for this one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to guess people because that might be fun. I don't know. Alright. I say I'm going to win with Big Show and Randy Savage still standing. That's my prediction.
Well, I say I'm going to win with Steve Austin and AJ Styles still standing.
Good
Why?
times.
Because you can't beat Steve Austin, and AJ is phenomenal.
The $1 Million Man, Steve Austin. We can rebuild him. We can make him oh wait, wrong Steve Austin.
Wrong Steve Austin.
Okay. Next on the card, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship match. My current champion, Asuka. My Chinese Lita versus Ember Moon. This one's been fun to watch because each of these women have been fighting their own battles. You know, Asuka actually being dethroned by Natalya in that ladder match. And she fought her way back and became champion, has been unstoppable. And Ember Moose has joined the roster, has slowly and steadily gained steam, running over a series of opponents, and then earning her first contender spot against Stephanie McMahon in a cage match, which she won pretty handily.
Very handily.
You know.
not handsy.
Oh, sorry.
Handily. Easily, we'll say that.
I think in this case with these two women, I don't think there's so much I think there's a mutual respect, a competitive, but there's definitely an intention there for each woman to give their all to win this match. So this should be another close one.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. You know that I am the biggest supporter of Ember Moon. But I mean, it's Asuka.
Asuka.
Oh, it's Asuka.
I don't know what else you can say to that. I mean, yeah, but Asuka's been on that top run. Well, no pun intended, because she did lose a ladder match, but Asuka's been at that top rung for a long time, man, and Ember Moon has been kicking some arse, so... But you're gonna...
Yes.
Your prediction is Asuka?
I can't not go with Asuka.
I understand. And... next we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Bar versus the Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, Hardy Boys debuted earlier this month and have not lost a match. And, you had the bar. My tag team division has really, really been on fire this entire time.
And the bar, I'll add real quick, is the current reigning champion. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, they are. And, they had their whole old men month.
Which, if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it, people. It was a great series of matches, for real.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Demolition, the Nasty Boys, and the Brainbusters. I mean, really? After they were upset about losing to the Von Erichs.
I definitely think there's a big set of quotation marks over the old men, because those teams looked great. But the bar were able to overcome every time. So
every single time.
True to their word.
They had that going, and then after that, this whole last month with the Hardy Boys, I mean, I had to give them the shot. I didn't have a choice. They came out and they have been on an absolute tear, beating every team I put in front of them. They're legends in this game. I had to give them the title shot. So who do you got?
With this one, I'm sitting here thinking, your tag team division has been hot. It's been a lot of title changes in general. So I gotta give a definitive answer here. So let me think.
Well, I mean, you think, and I could talk because we've had the Freebirds, the Von Erichs, the Outsiders have been champions.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a crazy few months of tag team wrestling on Raw.
And I could see this either way. I could see the bar going in there and looking as impressive as they have. But I can easily see the Hardy Boys going in there and scoring the upset, if you want to call it an upset, win and taking the belts. And I
certainly wouldn't call it an upset.
I could easily see the bar taking them back 2 weeks later. So, but I think I'm gonna go with the Hardy Boys on this one.
You're a smart man for going with the Hardy Boys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, did you have something else to say?
I was just gonna say I don't think that I think that one could go either way. So I just kind of had to pin something down and make a.
It really is a toss-up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the rest of our card, we have got a little bit of action to bring to you. We have got a cruiserweight 6-man tag team match featuring stars that you have not seen yet in TGW. So, we are going to head down to the ring and bring you that match right now.